Hey, I said I wasn't going to do one of these videos talking about a single person, but I'm going to give in, because there's someone who deserves it, so cue the intro.
Oh, the nerd fighters!
So as you can see, I'm dressed slightly different from normal. Might give you an idea who I'm talking about if you didn't follow the link to this video via a different video. I'm of course talking about Niall, hence the hoodie, the black t-shirt. That's quite enough of that. So I'm going to talk about our resident quizmaster, I suppose you can call him, from Question Tuesdays. So, Niall, Cyborg Birdie, one of the first people to sign up to the collab, and one of my better friends on the collab as well. Not I'm friends with everybody, of course, but me and Niall have known each other a while now, and we both live very close, both in the north of England, albeit he's from the south, but he likes up here, so kudos to him. So I'm going to discuss a few things. For one thing that struck me when I first saw a Cyborg Birdie video after he responded to a post on a Facebook group for the Yorkshire Nerd Fighters was how bloody engaging he was. I mean, he's not like, whereas Meg has this intellectual air about her that her opinions are well informed and you can't help but watch, whereas Niall is just, there's something about him that you can't help but laugh no matter what he's saying. He's very, you can seem like he's a very negative person, but he's not really. I would say it's an act, but that's not it either. He's very nihilistic, and that works in more than one way. I was pretty impressed with the people who applied for this collab at first, but especially with Niall, because he already had X amount of subscribers, which doesn't really matter to me, but it showed that he knew what he was doing and he could create content that engaged people, and that's not changed. He's only grown stronger. Of course, as well, it's not the only collab he's part of another project called Vlogalog, which I definitely should watch if you haven't, because it's got some brilliant people in it, like Kevin, who Chelsea is friends with, and DK, who has become one of my bigger YouTube influences lately as well. But of course, YouTube aside, I know that's what we've all got in common because we're all on this channel, but there's sides to Niall that you might not see on camera, or you might do if you watch his daily vlogs, but it's like, Niall's quite a brilliant person. He doesn't go deep very often, because that's just Niall, but he enjoys getting drunk. But he's a brilliant person who, when you get to know him, there's just something about him that you can't help but think, this guy's down to earth, and he's got a personality that might not appeal to everybody, but give him a chance and bloody hell he's funny. So as well as being a good YouTuber and an inspiration and a good mate of mine, he's bloody talented as well. He's got more qualifications than I could ever hope to have in 10 years than mine now, such as like qualified sound engineer, pyrotechnics engineer, stage manager, house manager, among other things. Soon to be a qualified photographer as well, I believe. So, and with all these things, he doesn't brag about them too often. He could probably run a one-man show if he wanted to. I would pay to see that. Now, of course, lately, Niall's not been on the channel as much as, say, myself or Tyler or Chelsea or Meg, but that's just because he's had problems lately and he's going back home and he's come back again. But this has got a place in NFI because he's one of the founding members, and like I say, without him, NFI wouldn't have taken off in the same way as it has, because I was initially quite hesitant to go through the whole idea. After me and Elliot talked a lot about it, I threw a few posts out there just to see if anyone was actually interested, and then I was going to judge based on like, how many responses I got, who responded. But of course, him, Meg, and Sam VS were the first three, I think, aside from Elliot obviously and myself, who were involved, and that swayed me, and it's what we're hearing now. A group of pretty good friends. And Connor. Thanks, Niall, for everything, for being you. I do say that to people a lot. Thanks for not being Meg, I suppose. Well, you're both obsessed with boobs. I've noticed that much. Don't blame you, though. Boobs. Anyway, should have used my pervy accent for that. Boobs, whatever. So, like I say, thanks, Niall, for everything so far. Thanks for letting me get to know you better, and I hope in the future we can get to know each other even more, hang out more, and see where the future goes. YouTube might not last forever. We might not be around for next 5 years, you never know, but hopefully we'll still be in contact. DFTBA now, and DFTBA everyone else, of course.